Hey guys, thanks for watching. So today I'm going to be doing my monthly beauty favorites. Today is going to be the February beauty favorites, and I'm pretty sure I've tried filming this intro about 16 times, so let's hope that this one goes well. I don't have much to show this month. I have 7 items, so it's not very much, and not a lot of makeup items either, just because I've been pretty much using the same items, and I didn't really just want to show the same ones over and over again or try to pretend like I'm doing something different. But I am really excited for spring, and I'm really excited for March because we are going to Dallas again to visit my brother and his wife Sherry, so we're really excited about that, and I can't wait for February to be over with so that we're into March finally. I'm also really excited for spring because here in Minnesota it is horribly cold. I think today's high is like 3 degrees, and it actually feels good. Like, that's how sad it is. That's how cold it's been. Because it's sunny today, it actually feels decent outside. So I'm more than ready for spring to come, and I just kind of I feel like February to March is sort of that transition time, and I'm really excited about that. So before I get into my products, I just wanted to share kind of a funny story. So normally I upload more than once a week. I don't know, I'm probably going to be doing more like one video or 2 videos a week. It's not always going to be 2 videos, but this week it definitely was not 2 videos because after my last video that I filmed, the makeup tutorial, I was uploading it on my computer, and then I ejected the memory card, and I hardly ever like set it on the table. I almost always immediately put it back in my camera or back in my camera case, but for whatever reason this time I forgot, and I set it down on the couch. And of course, Melody, who's into everything now, she grabbed it, and I have no idea where she put it. I was looking all over for it. Anyways, long story short, today I found it underneath our couch cushion, so she must have like wedged it in there, and I'm so happy that I finally have it back, just because I just didn't want to order another one. So basically, I have not filmed since my last video because I could not find my memory card until today. Anyways, long story short, not really long story short, that's the end of the story. So let's get into my monthly favorites. My first favorite, which some of you guys noticed on not my last video, but the video before, it was my tattoo, my first tattoo ever. So this is a couple of calla lilies. I don't know if you can see that, but my brother-in-law Nick actually did this. So he is just starting as a tattoo artist. He's always been a phenomenal artist. He's worked with a lot of different mediums, but he's doing tattooing for the first time. Calla lilies are like my favorite flower because they were the main flower in my wedding bouquet. But this is one of his very first tattoos, and I'm really proud. He did an amazing job, I think. That is definitely one of my favorites for the month because I think I got it, maybe it was the beginning of February or it was the end of January. I can't remember. Anyways, let's move on to makeup and beauty. So the first thing I wanted to mention is this e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer. This is something that my sister recommended to me, actually. I hadn't tried it yet because I've never really been into e.l.f. face products that much, but it's just sort of your typical silicone primer. It is translucent, and it works into a really smooth finish, and then it almost like dries after you work it in. It almost like dries to like a powder. I put a lot on there, so that's still pretty wet. But I like this because recently, with my skin being as bad as it's been, I've been using treatments on my skin, so it's sort of like, it's really uneven, the actual texture of my skin, and some areas are dry and everything, so this has been doing a really good job. I've been laying this down underneath my makeup, and I feel like my foundation goes on as smooth as it can with my skin being in the condition that it is. So I really like this, and for $6, it reminds me a lot of the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer, but I think that's a lot cheaper because the Baby Skin Primer is definitely not as much product as this. It's a decent size. So that's that, and I really like it. The next thing that I've been loving is this MAC, I think it's MAC in Extra mascara. I got this actually for Christmas, and I'll be honest, I didn't love it right away. I think you know how sometimes with mascara formulas, it's like they need to be opened for a few weeks before they really are great. So this one for me, in the last week or so, I've really been loving it. I tried it a few times when I first got it, and I wasn't all that impressed, but since it's been open for a little bit, I feel like the formula just works better. It gives me a lot of volume and a lot of length, so I really like this, and this is in black again, like I said. Okay, that's all I have for makeup, so now I'm just gonna kind of throw in some other random beauty things. I don't know if I mentioned it. I don't think I mentioned this in my last one. This is the Beauty Junkees flat kabuki brush. I don't think I mentioned this, but I did use this in my makeup tutorial, and I've pretty much been using this every day. It is just sort of your basic flat top kabuki brush, and I've been putting this on with my foundation, and I really love it. Got this on Amazon, and I will link it down below. All right, the next thing I wanted to show is this Bumble Bumble BB Repair Blow Dry Cream. This is something that I got in my Ipsy bag, and I love this. I only wash my hair like twice a week, sometimes less, but this is sort of like a serum in cream to repair hair with every blow dry. I feel like this actually makes my blow drying time shorter. I don't know if that's actually possible, but I feel like it really smooths it out. It's not greasy, but it does smooth it out, and I feel like it helps my ends to look a lot better. I only put it from like here down. But I do really, really like this. I don't know if I would ever repurchase it in the full size because I think that they are like crazy expensive, but I did get this in my Ipsy bag, so that I've been loving. All right, another hair item is this Garnier Fructis Damage Eraser Strength Reconstructing Butter. And when it says butter, it is not lying. This is some thick conditioner, and that's what I've been using as my conditioner. Like honestly, like I can tip that upside down and it doesn't go anywhere. Like this is thick stuff. I don't know if I love this as much as the Redken. I don't love this as much as the Redken deep conditioning mask that I mentioned in a previous video, but that was when my hair was like bleached and I needed some serious protein. But this one does a really good job, and I feel like again helps my ends to look pretty good because my ends are pretty bad. So I feel like when I use this in the shower and then I use this afterwards before I blow dry my hair, I feel like my hair just looks really soft and shiny but not greasy. So I've been loving both of these. Okay, my last two items are for my face, and they are both from the Simple brand, and I find these at Target. I know Walmart sells them too, but I find them at Target usually. So I had gotten the sample size of the Simple Rich Moisturizing Moisturizer, and I used it all up and I loved it. That was kind of the moisturizer that turned me from a person who never wore moisturizer before because I hated the way it felt on my skin. I felt like it felt greasy, it never sunk in. This, I feel like within 5 minutes, I don't feel it at all. I mean, honestly, like after I rub it in, I don't really feel it, but especially after a couple minutes, I feel like I can put makeup on and I don't feel weird about it. And I do feel like it's moisturizing without being outrageously greasy. It doesn't have SPF. I know they do sell one that does have SPF, but I like that it doesn't because then I don't get any white cast and I feel like I don't have that nasty smell either. So I've been loving that. And then the last thing is the Simple Cleansing Micellar water. This is supposed to clean, remove makeup, and hydrate skin. So after I kind of remove my makeup with either a makeup wipe or like a cleansing oil, I just put this on one of those cotton rounds and then I just sort of smear it all over my face. And I'm amazed at how much makeup I get off. And then I go in with like a scrub or like an actual face wash. And that's just when I'm wearing like a full face of makeup. This also works really well as an eye makeup remover. And even with my waterproof mascara and everything, this does a really good job. So I just put some on a cotton swab or like a cotton round like I was saying, take it all off, and then finish washing my face. And I feel like for being what it is, and like it's super watery, it's not like an oil at all. I do feel like this does a really good job of removing all of my makeup. I have been loving that, and I've been loving this. These two things for my skin have been awesome lately. And that is everything, you guys. I know this was like a super short video. I'm sorry about that, but I did really want to come on and say hi and just let you know that I really appreciate your support, and I'm sure I will see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.